Welcome to Nutz at Night, episode number 93. In setting up this show and typing in the number 93, I don't know what it is, but I really like that number for some reason. I have this strange affinity for it. Is there anything special about 93, guys, that I don't know about? Like mystical or something?
Sure. 9 is 3 to the power of 2. And 3 is the second digit in the number 92. Conspiracy? I think so.
I knew there was something. Can't explain it, and that's definitely not the reason. All right, let me introduce. Let me talk about what we do here first. At Nutz at Night, it's kind of a zany, off-the-wall Podnuts show, brought to you by the brains of me and 2 or 3 other co-hosts, and we never know what's dinging around up there. So that's.
But they couldn't join on tonight, so we're here.
And that's what usually comes out on the show is the kookiness. So let me introduce the co-host, and then I want to make a quick announcement, actually. First off, Steve D'Amico from StephenD'Amico.com. Yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
What is going on?
Not much. Working.
Busy?
Yeah, actually, I'm busy. This is wonderful. Finally, people are picking up their stuff, which is even better.
Oh, yeah, that's when you get paid. I love when the people pick up.
Oh, yeah. And they don't get it unless they pay me.
Oh, of course not. But isn't that awesome when everybody starts picking up? I used to love that part of the day when 3 guys pick up in a row.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing better than that.
Yes, yes.
Where you count how much money you just made in about 30 minutes?
Yeah.
You feel like you robbed the bank. You're like, why do they rob banks? They could just do this.
Exactly. That's why I have no respect for the homeless. They could just do that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, I know. I have no respect for them, too. Mental illness, who cares?
Also joining us, Liam Tidwell from liamtech.com. What's up, Liam?
Nada.
Looks like
bunch of nothing.
Yeah, it looks like every week you have something, more and more stuff in that shop there, even though this is only the second week. Wait, you stocking up?
Not really.
I see an Acer monitor back there and some other goodies.
3 of them. I got them a killer deal.
Really? From where?
Newegg, of course.
Podnutz.com/Newegg?
Podnutz.com/Newegg.
Thank you.
But I only buy stuff on sale, so you're not really getting that much.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks. No, when you go to podnutz.com/Newegg, yeah, that's it. You don't buy sale items. Only even if something's on sale, request that you pay the full amount, just so Podnuts gets more of a commission.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
I knew I was missing something.
Hey, let me make a quick announcement, and then we'll start with Liam, and then go to Steve for a change. We'll do counterclockwise. If you guys have heard a couple of the other Podnuts shows, I'm making an announcement. We're going to be doing a webinar. I call it the How to Podcast Like a Pro weekend webinar, and it's going to be on June 25th and June 26th. It's how to It's basically what you see on Podnuts, the shows you're watching and listening to. If you want to learn how to do that, I'm putting on a webinar. It's going to be a 2-day monstrosity of a webinar from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on both days, Saturday and Sunday, over 12 hours of just pure podcasting info. If you want more information on it and you want to sign up, it's going to be probably about $50 is going to be the price. But if you just want to get more information right now, go to howtopodcast.biz. Howtopodcast.biz. I almost forgot my own site. And put your name and email address as more information comes out and I develop it and give you the sign-up form. I will send it to you via email. So just go over to that site, put in your name and email address, and you will get more information. So looking forward to that. Hope you guys join us, and that should be fun.
Is it just podcasting, or is it also video podcasting, too?
Yeah, video podcast. Everything you see on Podnuts, video podcasting, audio podcasting, live podcasting, how to set up a website, how to get on iTunes, how to get guests, how to talk to your guests, how to not use foul language and get explicit tags on your podcasts. All that good stuff.
Blowing the mic repeatedly. Stand up with no pants on accidentally.
Yeah, that was classic. I don't know if we still have that on tape. It's probably back in the blooper reel somewhere. All right, Liam, what do you got for this week?
I've got a problem, and unfortunately, I have to go.
What?
I have problems I've just been made aware of.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything will be fine. I'm sorry, guys.
Dude, I hope everything is fine.
Sounds like a family thing.
Yes.
Everything will turn out. I will see you folks later.
All right,
Thanks
Liam.
for joining us.
All right, Liam. Thanks, man.
Sorry to see you go, man.
Poor Liam.
Later, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was
that
odd.
sucks. That's unfortunate. It's definitely a family thing.
Yeah, yeah. I hope everything's all right. All right, well, hit us up, man. What do you got?
Okay, I can talk about it. Something funny I did. I wish Will was here for this one. This is pretty cool. The front of my shop is like all concrete, and then it's like this, and then this walkway. You know, it's like just a simple like a street walkway, and so I decided I'm sick and tired of all the sand and dirt and little rocks and all sorts of crap and everything. Because next to my shop is doing some construction, so they got little bits of crap all over the place. It just looks like hell. Just in general, my little kind of building looks like crap. So I broke out I'm not breaking out a broom, right? So of course I got to use the leaf blower, right?
Right.
Because I got the leaf blower in the shop so I could blow out cases. So I got some long extension cords and I started blowing. You start getting into it, or you start doing something, you work on a project, and you start really getting into it. Eventually, you start just going overdoing it,
Right.
So I was blowing out my the front, and it started looking really nice. And I was blowing and blowing all over the place, and then I made a cloud like 3 blocks long.
You serious?
Yeah, in front of my building, and cars were just going right through it, back and through it. People must have hated my guts.
Oh, they probably did.
Yeah, but you know what? But I'm smart though. What I did was or at least I did something smart. What I did was I closed my shop as I was doing this, so people maybe wouldn't connect like me being the computer guy that's doing that.
No, but why did you do it? Just to clean up a little bit?
Yeah, because the place looks like crap. It looks so much better now.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the sidewalk had all the sand all over it and all this awfulness, and just like little bits of garbage and all sorts of stuff, and I just blow it all into the street.
Nice.
and then as I'm doing it, it's hot. Like it's I'm on Long Island, right? It's an island,
Right.
And
it's a long one,
I'm
too.
doing it. Yeah, it is long, and it's it gets muggy and hot and humid, and it's like 80 degrees, and so as I'm doing this, I'm getting sweaty, and I'm blowing all this dirt all over the place, and now I'm just becoming a filthy monster. But I purposely did it late at night, like we're almost like right before dark, so that I could do it as late as possible, where less people would give a crap.
Right.
So everything was closed.
So is it clean now?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, it does. Actually, the guy next to me, like I have a new tenant that's like near me. And on the other side of me, he came by and he was like, "Hey man, looking good." And I was holding up the leaf blower like, "You mean me?"
Hey, I meant to ask you now, how's your sign working out? That big sign you got on the side of your building. Any new business from it, or?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's AdWords. I'm not sure whether it's AdWords. I gotta ask all these clients. That's what I really should be doing. Everybody that come to the shop, I should be asking.
I know. That's actually important. I didn't do it either. I would always ask every once in a while when kind of they brought it up, like, "Oh, I just found you on the Google." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I should be asking this." Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I know one lady. I asked one lady. I asked her. I said, "How did you find my? Did you find me?" And she said, she looked through her. She had a broken netbook screen, and she was browsing Google. She typed in Google computer repair, and she got me somehow. And she saw my number through her broken LCD panel as it was like bleeding. The LCD panel was bleeding.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That is very cool. Like it was almost like too late.
Yeah, I was like, were you like dragging the windows so that you can actually read through it? She goes, there was other computer repair companies, but she goes, yours was like centered and right in the place where I could read, so I picked you.
Oh, dude, that's so awesome. Talk about luck.
Yeah, no,
Probably not. There's probably some kind of meaning behind that. It's
sure.
Good to be in the middle. I'm kind of pissed off, actually.
Why?
A little pissed off. Not at you directly, and I'm just kind of kidding here. Just kind of kidding, to preface. I blame you for this. Something that happened the other day in my place. Yes, I blame you. Remember when I was bragging about how awesome it is living in Florida and how I wondered how everybody doesn't want to live here? Remember why you told me, the reason you told me that it's not good to live here?
Yeah, because you have bugs the size of your head.
Right. Now, I disagreed with that, right? And you were saying, like, we have those flying roaches, and you have all this other stuff. And so I was sitting on my couch the other day maybe a day or two after the show. Look at you, all freaking like giddy. And I'm watching TV. I hear this noise like, and I look, and coming down my stairwell and climbing on the wall and flying in little sporadic bursts is one of those freaking flying roaches that I've never ever seen since I moved down here almost a year ago. He comes flying down my stairs. And
flying or walking and talking, holding a cup of coffee. Those things are huge.
He was big. It just really pissed me off because I don't want to have roaches. So I got it out of the house. I think I seriously maimed him, and then I threw him out the front door. I don't know if he was dead. But then I immediately went to my laptop, and I typed, I saw a roach. Because I want to know the correct I Googled, I saw a roach. I want to know the correct thing to do when you see a roach. And I wanted to know that if these goofy-ass flying roaches are would cause the same amount of alarm as like if I was back up in Philly and I saw a roach running through my kitchen. Is a roach flying down your stairs, should that be the same alertness as a roach crawling through your kitchen? And I actually found out that these flying roaches, and they sneakily call them palmetto bugs, but they're basically flying roaches. They're a little bit different than the normal, quote, they're called German cockroaches. German cockroaches are the ones that you find in your kitchen. If you see a baby running around, you're pretty much screwed because there's thousands on the walls and crap.
Yeah.
These things they're roaches, but they feed on like compost and stuff. So they're usually outside, like hiding under leaves and crap like that. And it's possible that you could see one of them, and it doesn't mean you're infested. Now, I'm still going to report it. I saw a roach to like the association here, but I don't think that's the only one I've ever seen. I don't live in squalor here with like trash all over the place. So it's not me that's causing it, but there maybe a neighbor has it. But I think that it was a freak occurrence.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I've had him here in New York where I've seen real true. When I was a kid, my mom used to clean offices, and she do commercial cleaning basically, and occasionally she would clean like kitchens and she'd clean like restaurants and stuff like that, and they always had some kind of roaches running around. In fact, there was one place, I won't name the place, but it actually, the big gag was that the lights would be off for hours and hours, and when we would finally arrive, I'd make sure that I was the one that went to the kitchen and turned the lights on, because oh my God, it was just a sea of roaches.
Where is this?
And it was a catering hall, and I was a little kid though. I was pretty young, and I'd flick on this light and just watch them all just go running out of the way, and it was just so many of them.
Get out.
And then, oh yeah, it was brutal. And then what I would do is we never had to clean in there. That was kind of even more interesting. We never had to clean the kitchen, but I still wanted to go in there and turn the lights on. I'd actually turn the lights on, look, see them all run, and then I'd turn the lights back off, and then we'd go back to work, and then I'd wait like an hour, and then I'd go back and flick the light on and watch them run again.
How many were there? Like, seriously?
Oh, it was thousands. It was absolutely thousands.
No.
Oh, no, seriously. And they would run, I mean, they'd be in the center of the room and everything.
That's gross.
It was always, it's funny about roaches, there's always one or two that's just too stupid to run when the lights are on. Always. There's always, and and occasionally I'd run over and grab them with not touch them with my hands. I would grab them with like either gloves or freaking I'd take a glass and I'd put it over him so he can't get anywhere, and then I'd put a piece of paper underneath there and I'd trap him. and then I'd show my mom just to make her scream. I just go, Mom, I got something for you. And she's like, what? And then I'd look, and she'd look and go, ah! She'd be upset. But anyway, yeah, I used to do that. So I've seen a lot of roaches. I know what they look like. And then later on, in the house, when I was a kid, we'd get the occasional like flying beetle looking roach. And I mean, if you put them side by side, they look identical, same size, everything. But the difference, at least from what I understand, the difference is that the fake roach, which I like to call the fake-looking roach, flies.
Right.
When real roaches, as far as I know, they do not fly at all. So my understanding is this, but I'm not sure, is that flying roaches are not true roaches. They won't do roach-like things, like breed in your walls and run around all over the place.
Right.
Yeah.
That
So,
is what I was hoping, and I just wanted to make sure, and that's why I Googled it, and that's what I found out. The general consensus was, I mean, there's some people that said, no, it's a roach, and you have roaches, call an exterminator. And then, but most people, because you know, this is like Yahoo Answers type material. You know, this is like crap you cannot count on.
Yes.
Most people were saying, yeah, it's possible he just lost his way, this guy.
Yeah. I mean, how big was he? Because like you could also tell by that. I mean, was he big enough to ride a bicycle?
No,
'Cause that's a metal bug.
No, he was the size of a normal roach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He wasn't
I'll tell you, even if your neighbors have them, if you're clean enough, a lot of times you just get visitors occasionally, and that's about it. They just kind of stick to where there's food.
Right.
You know,
my neighbors better not have them. My neighbors better not have them.
Just collect enough of them and throw them in their face.
Seriously. I can't remember where I said this. I think it was on Podnutz Daily or somewhere where I first brought this up, and somebody said, whoever the guest was, he said, yeah, it happened to him, where, and exterminators have this little bit of a racket going on, and what he thought, that if your neighbor does have roaches, the exterminator will go and clean up your neighbor's place, and then come over to your house and say, you know, we just sprayed next door, and they have a roach problem over there. Do you want us to spray your house too? And then he said they threw this line in. He said, usually when we spray somebody's house, if it's connected to another house, the roaches run from that spot to the other house. Like,
oh, that's real.
Yeah,
that's real. Oh yeah, you have to treat all, like if your units, if it's like a 4 thing unit,
yeah,
you got to hit all units at once. Otherwise, they all just run to one, and then it happens, man. I saw. Well,
you know, I don't even know if the houses were connected, but they must have been. I can't remember what it said. What he said, and I think this was Eric. I think it was Eric on Podnutz Daily, if I'm correct. Go ahead.
I think I remember hearing that. Oh yeah, it's real. I know somebody who has he's in a 4-unit like a 4-unit building, and there's one lunatic that won't clean, and therefore they have nasty roaches. And now my family member has them, but he's clean and he's doing the right thing, and there's just a few of them, but still. Every once in a while, freaking walking around, and he's like, oh, and he wants to just like throw himself out a window.
I know, man. It sucks, especially if you keep your place clean.
But if you're observant, you know, if you have them, you'll know it. You'll know it.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just one freaked me out, but I'm like looking under blankets and crap now. I'm freaked out. Pissed me off. But that I blame you. I blame you, just so you know. All right. Let's see what else I got here. Ah, gosh, I got to make this Linux machine stop going into standby mode. Let me talk about this. I actually, do you install Linux, Steve, Ubuntu? Do you use it at all?
I used to play with it on my laptop a little bit, but I didn't really get too far with it.
Check out this thing, man. I'll show a screenshot of it. Check. Yeah, the audio's still up. Look at this. This is Ubuntu 11.4. Can you see it?
Yeah, wow, that's cool.
I mean, it's got a beautiful dock over here, and right now these are just launching apps, but there's these little things you can put in here called lenses, which are little, like, gateways to the internet and different little... They're like little Adobe Air type apps, these lenses. The thing's just really slick. Up here you have all your information. You got things for messaging, chatting. When I have an app up here, this is Desktop Presenter, which allows me to show this desktop. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Damn. Oh, there it is. Yeah, anyway, it's really slick, and I'm really the more I use this, I really think it's on par with, you know, Windows and Mac. There's really no I load this up, I run this, and I think to myself, there's no reason why if I didn't have like a Windows license, or even if I did, why not to just load this up on a machine and run it for different things, different tasks. And I'm thinking about selling my Google TV and just hooking up a computer with this as my like media center PC now, because I think it's that good. Yeah, I seriously think it's that good.
Whoa.
Yeah, Google TV for me, they kind of pissed me off. They said they were going to have the Google App Store by this first quarter. Well, that's over. And the thing is just sluggish compared to using a computer. You know, did you ever use a DVD player and you click left or right on the thing and it takes about a second for it to move?
Yeah.
That's the way this interface is. So it's just too slow for me. So they didn't have the App Store and it's too slow. So I think I'm just going to hook a regular computer up to my TV and use that. And I think I'm going to use this because it's just super slick.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, isn't it nice looking? It's got
Yeah.
LibreOffice over here, the Ubuntu Software Center. Ubuntu Software Center is so awesome. I mean, you just type. It's a huge app store, is what it basically is. You just type in, let's say, video editor, and you got Open Movie Editor, KDN Live, Open Shot, PITIVI video editor. All these editors, you just select it. Oh, I already have that installed. Select it, hit install, boom, it installs. It's like faster than having an app store even. There it goes. Just typed in my password and it's installing.
Now, if we could only just get clients to actually attempt to use it, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it's ready for that. I thought about that. I don't think it's ready for that because they're always going to want to open up Word and install Word on the thing. But for geeks who have a computer and they just want to put this on, go for it. I think they just go for it. If you have parts laying around, a motherboard and power supply and some RAM, put this machine together. It's just a killer OS. I'm super impressed with it, and I was impressed with Ubuntu before, but every new version of it, I just get more impressed. And this is just really polished. Dora is going to be putting out a set of videos too on how to use. I'm sorry, guys. I had a freaking cold stone. I keep burping. Dora's going to be putting out a set of videos on how to use Linux, and it's going to cover everything you need to know. So if you do want to get involved with it, but you don't want to have to learn everything, get Dora's videos. So you will know when they're available. I'll make tons of announcements on it.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I just figured I'd bring that up to the table because I think it's a new release. It's nice. I use it, and I'm really impressed with it. So
It looks really cool because it doesn't look like Windows. It doesn't look like Mac at all.
Right.
It doesn't look like anything else.
And
it really is revolutionary.
Yeah, and it doesn't look half-baked either. It looks done. That's what I like about it.
It does. Well, even I don't know what version I have of Ubuntu, but even mine kind of looks like it's. I forget. Oh, I wish I knew the name.
How long ago did you install it?
When I was down there in November.
Yeah, it's probably in the 10s, probably late 10s.
I think so.
Yeah, this is 11. So it's yours isn't old at all. That was a great version. I used it for a while too, but I actually like this one better.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So have you ever heard this? Have you heard about the Rapture what do they call them? Rapture bombs. Have you heard of this yet? This is a little meme. This is a little meme on the internet, and naturally I picked my favorite site for a good representation of a meme.
BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
All right. So what? Oh, you got the link there?
Yeah. I'm in the right chat, right? It's so quiet in there. It's weird.
I don't think you are. I don't see your link. What chat are you in? Is there anyone else in it?
I don't know what's going on.
Is it IRC?
Yeah.
Is it TeamSpeak?
No.
Okay.
I know the difference.
What is the what's the name of the article? I'll just go to BuzzFeed. I'll get all your stories here. I'll just have to go one-stop shop.
No. The 30 best Rapture photo bombs. This is great. So what people do is because of the whole Rapture thing, supposedly if you're to be raptured, which of course everybody wasn't, but if you're to be raptured, your body, your soul would leave, and your physical body, but your clothes would stay behind. So I don't know, I guess your naked body would fly up in the air somehow, right? So what people decided to do, just to be jerks, is to actually put pieces put a whole set of clothes in random places, and then make people discover them and think that the person that was wearing that was raptured and that they missed out.
I love those guys sitting on the couch.
Yeah, look at this. So these are different different of the best pictures of raptures and or what they call rapture bombs. one's a member of clergy, of course. You have to do that. A cop. People at the train station. A guy in the toilet. I like the guy.
The guy in the toilet's probably the best. He's got his iPhone on the sink.
And it says Rapture on it.
It does.
Yeah.
A guy who just crashed his bike. A guy dressed up as a stormtrooper. Oh, that's awesome. What's this one? It looks like he's got his head run over by a car.
Yeah.
Oh man, guy on a hammock. Guy going
Guy
to
in front of a
church.
church. Yeah. An MTA worker in front of a bus.
Don't bother repenting; it's too late. And there's people sitting in the chair or in front of a chair.
The
Oh,
little-
little kid going down a slide.
Yep. So what we're looking at is pictures of basically clothes just laid out where somebody would have been just kind of hanging out sitting.
A guy dunking. I love that one.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
The ball is still on the rim.
The ball's on the rim and the clothes are hanging off.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. The one with the cat. The one with the cat is awesome. It's like a bikini and it's like a bra and panties.
The bra and panties. That's all it is. And a bottle of Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels seems to keep entering these photos somehow.
Really?
And a book floor. Yeah. So this woman was just in her bra and panties at home with her cat. A guy raking leaves.
A guy petting his dog.
Yeah, I like that one. Poor dog was left behind.
Oh man,
Oh, that one's a little racy. You can skip that one.
that's
Sorry.
pretty awesome. That's a guy looking at a nudie magazine with a box of tissues next to him. A guy walking his dog. I love that.
Yeah. Did you see that dog? That dog's a puggle.
What?
It's a puggle. That dog right there. It's a pug and a beagle.
Oh, that one little guy up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like when they do that with dogs. These are pretty good, man. This is very funny. Poor woman with a bottle and a baby's clothes. She's just on her lap. She's all.
She's trying to feed her baby, but
Yeah.
her baby was raptured.
Yeah.
I like the
Her baby was
20
raptured. She wasn't.
yeah. I like the 29 because it's clothes on a stairwell, and somebody stealing a wallet out of the pocket.
That's pretty funny, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like that. 30 best rapture bombs.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what I got here. We did Ubuntu. I'm going to be taking motorcycle classes. Me and Lalo are probably going to do it.
Oh, cool.
This is fun. And, he doesn't even really have the full intention of getting a bike, possibly, but at least you'll get your license. And I think it's a good idea if anybody's thinking about getting a motorcycle to do the courses because my cousin has he's a rider, and every time I tell him I'm going to get my license and learn motor, he's like, take the course, just take the course, take the course, take the course, take the course. He's like, even I learned stuff on the course. So I got the idea it was really good to take the course. I think I'm going to take it at Joe's. I think it's called Joe's Motorcycle. It's in Lakeland. Where is it?
I wouldn't know.
Oh man,
I always wondered if you're riding a motorcycle in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Because from my understanding of Florida, it's just like beautiful, beautiful, and then suddenly just downpours, like out of nowhere. So if you're riding, what if you got caught in the rain? That would really stink.
Yeah, well,
Wouldn't that totally suck?
it doesn't happen that fast, you goof. I mean, there's clouds, right?
Yeah.
And you look up into the sky, and you can see clouds coming. There's weather reports. What do you think happens?
But sometimes it just rains like quickly. No. I've been there where let's drive and it's sunny, and then all of a sudden it's still sunny and it's raining, and you're like, what the? And then it's just downpouring like cats and dogs are falling from the sky,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's just sunny. It's still sunny, and then all the rain's gone. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it does. It's really it is kind of cool. It happens in spots. Instead of having this big overcast day, it'll be raining in spots, but you still know rain's coming. And especially in certain months, I haven't experienced it, but there's supposedly it rains every day for a couple months, but that hasn't happened to me yet. So it could only be in the summer because I've been here a year. I'm telling you, all these things that you heard happen in Florida have not yet happened to me.
Well, no, that one was my own thing. I came up with that myself.
You just came up with that?
Yeah, because
Cool.
I've been there and I've been driving along and I'm like, wow, I guess that was a free car wash.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no. Towards the end in September when I first got here, there was a couple of times where that happened. And it's kind of cool. So yeah, if you're riding a motorcycle and you're not aware of that, you know what would happen? You'd get wet.
Yeah, you get really wet because that's not just normal rain.
Yeah.
That's not like up here rain. That is like those raindrops are bigger than normal raindrops.
Yes, they are.
They're larger, and so is the grass. That's what I also noticed. Your grass is different.
That's because grass doesn't grow down here unless you water it.
No, we have grass.
It will be sand.
But we have grass, but it's like little thin little things. And it's like soft, and you can like lay on it. Your grass is like razor blades.
It's like it's called zoysia grass, I'm pretty sure, and because they grow it because it's like hardy. It'll live through. It could live in sand basically, and I'm telling you that grass that you've walked on is probably not real grass. It's probably somebody planted it there. Otherwise, it would be sand. But no, I think I know what you're talking about. There's patches around where this grass is pretty hard. It's like straw-like.
Yeah, it's like really hardcore grass.
Yeah.
Florida grass is strange.
It is.
It's just weird place. And that you're living in Lightning Alley.
Yeah.
Tampa's crazy lightning. That's cool.
I know. It was happening tonight. It was lightning outside.
Isn't it every day? That's what my uncle told me. He's like, it just happens every day.
No.
I went outside. And maybe it was the summertime. I came back there and I'm like, oh my God, look, holy crap! And he was just sitting there smoking a cigarette. He goes, it happens every day, just like that to me. And I was like, oh. He's like, I know. I was surprised by it first month. Then I got used to it.
Yeah, I know. You know what about New York? I don't like. Every time I go there, especially like Manhattan, there's a different smell like every 10 feet, and 90% of the time it's not a good one.
No, it's never a good one.
No, it's not.
No, sometimes, but when you're in Chinatown, sometimes it's really good.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think I ever went to Chinatown. Let's see what else I don't like about New York, or other things that are weird about New York that I could tell you.
Oh, come on! You can make a list a mile long. Weird things in New York. How about featherless roasted ducks in windows in Chinatown? That's strange.
Ew. All right, that's gross. We get back to my motorcycle story. It's actually not even a story, but this looks like I think this is the course we're going to take. It's Ride at Joe's. I know it sounds cheesy, but the guys at the motorcycle shop said this is the best thing to do. But check it out. They give you a motorcycle. All you have to bring is clothes with long sleeves and long pants, and that's pretty much all you have to bring.
Oh, cool.
They give you motorcycles, not real powerful ones, and they let's see. Here's some of the classes. And I don't want to see that. That's just like the graduating class. I want to see some action shots here. And they teach you how to ride. Those are the bikes you ride.
Cool.
Doesn't it look fun?
Yeah.
And it's like a big open lot. You get your lessons, you learn what to do, and then when you're done, you get your license. Isn't that cool?
My friend taught me how to ride a motorcycle a little bit.
Can you ride one?
A little bit, yeah. Like, I didn't completely... He was actually a pretty good teacher. I mean, it was only for the afternoon. And we were zooming around. He actually got me pretty quick. I think it was going like about 45.
Really?
And then I was so, like, my head was so into it. Like, I was, like, really paying attention, really... Because, you could kill yourself on those things. And I was really, really trying to be careful. And I don't know how to drive stick. So that was kind of that was a little bit of a challenge. That was part of my challenge. And but I was getting by, and I was doing pretty good. And I was not wiping out. I did not drop the thing. And I was afraid of, like, wiping
He let you ride on your own?
Oh, yeah.
Damn. If you're going 45, you had to probably be in, like, third or fourth gear.
I think I was in second, and I should have been in third, maybe.
If you were going 45 in second, then he probably should have killed you.
Really? Oh, because I was beating it up or something?
Yeah.
Or I might have been in third. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not really sure.
Maybe. Yeah, because probably maybe third. The engine would rev real high.
Well, I know it wasn't revving real high. I know that much because I was keeping track of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of tough to start off because all your limbs are doing something different. I mean, you got your clutch when you squeeze with your left hand. You got your brake with your right hand, and then you got to turn your right hand to get the throttle. Your right foot is a brake. Your left foot is a gear shifter. Everything needs to be coordinated. Plus, you got turn signals, horns, and everything, and you got to practice. I mean, when I rode in Philly, I got scared. That's why I sold my bike. I didn't want to go on a main street with the thing. Plus, the bike was kind of crappy, but it's probably smart to drive a stick car a couple times first, which actually I did today for the first time I've driven stick in, I don't know, 10, 12, 20 years. I don't know how long. I used to deliver pizzas in Philly with a little beat-up Subaru stick shift car, and that's where I learned how to drive stick. But today I test drove a Mustang. It's a really cool black 2011 Mustang, but it was stick. And the salesman came out. I'm like, I want to test drive this. He's like, okay. And we get in. I go, I haven't driven stick in a long time. And he got really scared. You can tell he got really scared. So I take it and I put it in reverse, and the car goes forward. He's like, oh, you're in first gear. I'm like, oh crap. And then he got even scareder. And so he tried to put it in reverse. He couldn't even do it. On the new Mustangs, you have to take the gear shift, push it down, and then pull it to the left and forward to go in reverse. So we both figured that out. I backed out. I take it down the street. He's like, we could probably stay on the street. He's like, but that way is the way to the highway. But if you don't feel comfortable, I'm like, no, let's do the highway. so I was fine, man. It literally took me like 20 seconds to just like get the feel again. And it's like riding a bike. So take it on the highway, and he's like, all right, we're going to get off at this exit here. I didn't even drive a whole mile on the highway. And we get off the exit because he wanted me to take that exit. And I'm like, he's like, so how'd you think about it on the highway? I go, I didn't even have a chance to drive it. So then we pull back in the lot and everything. And it was a little bit of just a test for me. I wanted to see if I could still drive stick. And I could. So, and it was in a nice car. But here's the thing. I made a decision. It was a nice black car, Mustang, that I could actually afford, but I have to get a convertible because I'm down in Florida. I have to get a convertible. I drive around, and it's just like sun and nice, and I have that like squished roof over my head, and the Mustang, I'm like, there's no way. I'm going to save up and just get the convertible. So that's the decision I made. I'm going to probably get a convertible, and I'll let you guys know when I pick that thing up, whenever the heck that is, but that's my decision. And I want it to be stick too. Stick is fun because you have control of the engine when you drive stick. I mean, if you want to hit it and punch it and you're in like a middle gear, you could do it. If you want to pass somebody on the highway and you're already in sixth gear, you want to bring it down to fifth or fourth, you do it. You don't depend on some automatic that, though I love automatic, it makes it easy. It's just not as fun if you're into speed. You know what I mean? What do you think? Do you drive a stick, or you say you didn't drive a stick?
I don't know how to drive a stick.
Oh, it's fun.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of work to me.
Yeah, it does. It does. But if you like racing cars and stuff like that, that's neat. If you watch Fast and the Furious and you'll want to drive stick. That's all I have to say.
Oh.
All right, dude. What else did you bring? You want to go over?
I wanted Will or Liam to be here for this one, but this is pretty cool.
All right, this is the second time you said that, and he's not here. I wish he was here too. So then I don't have to talk about motorcycles for like 40 minutes.
This is his, really. He found this. This is pretty cool. It's Super Anti-Spyware came out with something new. It's called.
Heard about this.
Yeah, it's called Threat Check.
Yeah, what is it?
Basically, if you download this Threat Check tool, I guess it's like a tool. So if you use Super Anti-Spyware and it does not clean your computer thoroughly, and there's still something on there, this Threat Check will check anonymously check your system, see if it could find spyware, malware, trojans, rootkits, rogues that might not have been detected by Super Anti-Spyware, and if it finds something that Super Anti-Spyware didn't remove, a live a live technician will review your system and add definitions to Super Anti-Spyware.
Really?
This is the basics of what I might be slightly off on this, but that's what it appears to be. What it is.
Neat. Have you tried it?
No. But Some Wilbur Bear says, but you have to wait 24 to 48 hours for Super Anti-Spyware to respond back. I would expect that.
I can imagine that.
Yeah. I mean, come on, of course. But this is interesting because I had one like a week ago that I had to do a. Okay, I guess I'm right. He's telling me I'm right. I had an infection that it didn't remove or nothing removed, and I could not get rid of it. And it was a redirect, and I know about this TDS killer. I know about all that stuff. I checked everything under the sun. It just was not gonna be. It was one of those where wasn't much on the system. The client would probably still be happier with a reinstall, and I was not getting paid enough to sit there and just toil over this thing for 13 hours straight. So I got a little stuck on it, so I just reinstalled. And it was a cleaner system afterwards anyway. And but I wish I could have used this. This would have been cool.
This is a good idea. I mean, I could see where they're going with this. They want to capture,
Yeah.
the market that if you can't find something on the machine, or if it doesn't clean up your machine fully, then it doesn't mean that there's still another option. It's like go to the next step. Go to the next step.
Well, yeah, this also helps them be current, keep
Yeah.
their database current. Because I'm sure there's stuff that's not passing underneath their nose that even though they're actively looking for crap that's out there, I'm sure they can't run into all of it,
Right.
but if they have help from the communities, yeah, man.
I'll tell you,
Pretty neat.
it is neat. The one thing they got to do is get rid of that logo with the little spy guy behind the Ghostbuster symbol.
Yeah.
That is priority one. I love super nice spyware, but I was never a fan of that.
I know they need somebody to do their GUI. That's what they need.
Yeah.
They really do. I think their GUI is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, they need a little bit of help with that. And I don't like their name either. Super anti-spyware. We all know it because we know it, but I mean, at first glance, you think it's a piece of spyware.
I know. I know. It is a shame. A little bit of marketing tweaking is definitely what they need. 'Cause that's how I thought about it at first, but then I think Simon Zarafa was the first person who ever talked about it, and first time I heard about it, I'm like, it looks rogue to me. But
Yeah, it does.
once you find out how killer it is, it's like it's total viewpoint shift.
Yeah, I think it's essential. I think anybody that's not running it and calling your system clean is kind of silly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's obvious, but
That's really
yeah,
neat.
so that's a little something that's out there that's pretty cool. So I think everybody should check that out. I'd love to hear what everybody's talking about that. And then the other thing that's new is that Mac Defender. I'm sure everybody's talking about that like crazy. What is it called? Mac Defender, Mac Protector, and Mac Security.
Yeah. What is it? I didn't look at that.
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
No.
Here we go. Take a look at this. It's Rogue antivirus on Macs. And it's real. And in fact, Apple had to respond and issue an update to fix the vulnerability.
How to remove Mac Defender malware. They even call it that on Apple's site. See,
Yep.
Door was saying that this is not malware.
Oh,
But if
Really?
Apple's calling it malware on their own site, then it is. Let me
it's
see.
malware, absolutely. I mean, from what maybe he was thinking of something else,
Maybe.
but this is what they're describing here is definitely malware. I'm not sure what Dora was talking about, but it's a fake antivirus, just like we know that's out there. The fake antivirus, the whole 9 yards, everything that fake antivirus does.
Why is this the first? I cannot believe it took this long. How could
Somebody finally got wise.
I know, but how? You know how many Macs there are out there? Why is this the first? This should have happened long ago. I can't.
Of course.
I seriously can't believe it. I can't
It's just
believe.
everybody's in a rut out there. They're just doing their thing. Even when you're making spyware for a living, you're just in a rut. You do your thing. You use your tools. I don't think these guys, they don't code anything. They get their own. They buy their own crap and then they just tweak it. They put their own skin on it, call it something else. Windows. Oh, which one we're gonna call this? We're gonna call this Windows Recovery Agent. That's what we're
Right.
gonna call this. And then they put it out, and then they just get. I'm sure they get in their own rut, and then one of them went, "Hey, I like Macs. Let's do Macs."
I know,
sure
but
one
the amount of spyware there is for PC. How could this be the first Mac? I mean, it's not like Mac's that far off. I mean, if this was like Linux, it would be one thing because it's just not even close to the market share. But Mac is like a big player in the PC market. I mean, or the computer market. I can't believe that this is the first real threat that got through. It really does boggle me. And people say, oh, because Mac only has 10% of the market. 10% is a lot of machines. You mean to tell me one malware, like nobody who makes malware had the thought to do this? I still can't explain it fully, like how surprised I am. Is it that Mac's OS is that secure? I can't believe that.
No, definitely not.
Well, then why is this the first time? I asked the question, though, hypothetically. It's just...
I think, yeah, I really just do think that people, I think people in general are lazy. It doesn't really matter what you do. And I think that people, that's what they know, so that's what they do. They know PCs, they know the PC world, they know what they do, and what they do is make viruses for PCs, and then, they don't want to try something else because they have to start from scratch, and, and then somebody got enough nerve to get off their butt and actually do something a little bit differently. And
maybe,
I
but
think that's what it is.
dude, say you have 1,000 malware makers, and you could even say 999 of them are, quote, lazy, like you say. There's going to be one or two that are like, you know, pioneering the way and aren't lazy and actually are, you know, enthusiastic about what they do and go after Mac. I mean...
No, you know why? Because I think this is why. I don't think there's a lot of spyware spyware makers. I think what it is. This is what I think. This is a suspect. This is what I suspect.
One or two guys make the engine. Everybody puts a skin on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I've actually seen the program that does it, where you customize your malware.
Really?
Yeah, it's a malware creator. You buy this or whatever, and then you check off whatever you want the computer to do, like blue screen or give an error message, and you create your own malware. It's like a malware creator. I saw that when I was at my shop. Yeah.
Ooh, what do your clients have it on it?
No, I can't remember how I found it in a forum or something. Maybe Super Nice Spyware said it.
I want to make my own. Just for fun. I'm not going to affect it.
What are you going to call it? D'Amico Defender or something like that?
Just make it like Poo Defender and just something just really outrageous.
Poo Defender. That would be sweet. Yeah, make some malware. Make some malware. Let's see how it comes out. Make it from Mac. Make it from Mac.
It'll be Poo Defender and it'll be a butt with a bandage on it.
I call it I what? That'll be the name of it. You love using that.
I what?
I think we set Steve on a career path here. I think he will be the most innovative spyware maker out there.
I I would make it just for a gag. I would not infect systems with it.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I would make a couple of people laugh and then put it to bed. It wouldn't actually infect it.
And then it leaks out through like his freaking FTP site or whatever. That's amazing. All right. I'm out of stuff, but I want to do what do you like and what don't you like. Do you have any other stuff you want to go over?
Yeah, I got a couple of things that are really good.
All right. We are at 47 minutes. Why don't you hit us up with one more thing? We'll do what do you like, what don't you like. We'll go as long as you want, dude. Whatever.
Okay, this is my last one. This is great. There's a blog out there. It's called Badass of the Week. It's great. It's really good. I've seen it. I've heard about it for a little while, but I never really brought it to the show until now. But it's a great blog. It's something if you want to read something. It's one of the best things to read. I know it's a lot of words out there. It's really a very simple site, and it's awesome. It's kind of wordy, but it's a good read. It really is, and it's just highlights, and it can be women, by the way.
Yeah, well, this one's a woman.
People in history and current people, just different people, and the author just writes all just quick articles. Well, not quick, like just articles about just people that just go above and beyond.
Yeah, and I like how it's written. I mean, the writer doesn't hold anything back in his language.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
Because this is an article about Jacqueline Cochran. And
I didn't read that one. I didn't get to read
I was just reading the first paragraph, but I'll read a couple parts of it. He says, Jacqueline Cochran never shot down an enemy fighter in combat. She never engaged Luftwaffe, is that how you say that? Luftwaffe? Bogies at 12 o'clock. High, screamed over the treetops of North Vietnam while the tracer fire from Soviet MiG zipped past her windshield. Or told the Iceman he could never be her wingman, and he could be her wingman anytime. She did, however, do every damn thing you could possibly do in an airplane, and she did it so effing well, she's now recognized as one of the most badass women in aviation history. So on our 55th anniversary of the date she became the first woman to break the sound barrier, here's her story.
Cool.
She's pretty cute.
Yeah, not bad for like...
we're seeing her right there in like business, her uniform. She does look like she could have it. She has a good punch, though. Yeah. She is badass, just from her picture. Wow, she likes that plane. She's like taking care of it. Amelia Earhart. I know. A fighter pilot woman, that's so much cooler than stupid Amelia Earhart. Serious. She is badass. I love the language here. I'm skimming through the text, and he's cursing a lot in this. Yes, not only is it a good read, it's an entertaining read. Right. He does good, man. Whoever writes this did good. Does good with this. This is a great idea. Very good idea. He has different books too, and a T-shirt and everything. And it's not totally ad-ridden. I mean, there's some ads on it, but top and the side. Oh yeah, didn't notice the ads. But not a lot. It's nice. I love sites like this that are coming out. Or not coming out. I don't know how many are out, but just like good content. Just give us some good content. That's great content.
Yes. Yeah, this is great content.
Yeah.
Check this one out. This is one of the best. And now this is old. This is somewhat old news, but I don't care. This is good. I meant to bring this to the show and it was current, but I just got sidetracked with something else. Actually, I think I wrote it in my notes and then they got deleted. Whatever. But anyway, this is I can't say his name. I mean, could you say that name?
Yeah, it's Hideaki Akiawa.
Okay, good job. I would be able to do that. Wow, you did that really well.
I don't even know if that's right, but it looks like it.
This is a great badass. All right, so this guy, right? So okay, so your town gets completely demolished by one of the biggest earthquakes in recorded history, right? And then all of a sudden, all the flood waters start shooting in, and you're at your desk job. So what does this guy do? He somehow gets his hands on scuba gear, and nobody knows whether he even knew how to use it or not. But I don't think it even matters because a guy like this. I don't think it really matters whether he knew how to even use scuba gear or not. If he's going to get his hands on scuba gear, he's going to use scuba gear. So his wife is in town, right? And he's got to get to her. Now he's up, he's up, he's in high ground, so he's out of the floodwaters. And he desperately, he's madly in love with his wife. And he's got to go get her, So he gets scuba gear, and through more murky, awful, horrible water, right? And I mean, with crazy, with crazy drifts and crazy streams, and and floating cars and pieces of houses and trees and all sorts of crazy debris and everything else. He scuba gears through the town, somehow finds his house in all the destruction, and goes into the house and finds his wife in there.
Really?
And the higher level of the house, right? So he gets her. By the way, he did all this with another set of scuba gear. Puts her in scuba gear and gets her out to safety, right? So then, when he's done with that, he spends a few days looking for his mother. And he's looking, he can't find her in any of the refugee camps or anything. So what does he do? Well, gets the scuba gear and goes after her, right? Finds her and gets her out.
She was doing the same thing, living up high in the house?
She was in there for like 3 or 4 days, they were saying. Somehow she was still alive. Way up in the house, but the whole bottom half was just completely, submerged. So then he gets out, right? What does he do? After he's done with all, saving his entire family, he goes back.
For what? Everybody else?
For other people. He knew that, obviously there's other people still affected by this whole thing. So he literally would just go right back in there with cars just floating around, just easily crush them and destroy them, and just, murky water. Like, as a scuba diver, you really got to be careful with, like, being able to see, because it's really easy to, like, kick up, like, debris, and it's just literally you can't see 2 inches in front of your face. And this guy somehow got through all that, and he's not some, like, world-class scuba diver or anything, And he just continuously just goes back in there, and for a while, before the waters would recede, he just kept going back in there and rescuing people.
Damn.
This guy was great.
This happened recently, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, well, somewhat recently. This was, yeah. And that's at the bottom of the article. That's a good picture of him. He like made his own kind of like a little suit. It's like army pants, and he wrapped like garbage bags around his ankles to keep his ankles safe. And he's got like a little fanny pack thing, which I'm sure nobody's gonna mess with him for. And he's got like gloves, and he's just all set up. This guy is just all set to go back in there, and he looks like a badass, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks like he's determined.
Yeah, 300 years ago he was swinging a sword,
That is freaking heroic, man.
It's cool. I mean, it's great stories. Yeah, it's just good stuff on here.
Good for that dude. That's awesome, man. Good one. I love that stuff. Keep bringing that stuff. All right, let me read an email, and there's a video as part of it, too. This is from Nick. Hey, Steve, here's a little humor for Nutz at Night. It may be bulletproof, it may be missile-proof, but the world's heaviest Cadillac limousine was defeated by a teeny-weeny curb at the U.S. Embassy in Dublin, Ireland. Here's the video. I don't think we're going to have audio on it. Well, while I get the audio hooked up, we will watch a commercial. And I'll skip this ad now. Start up the audio, and here we go. Okay, we're going up a curb here. And the car just totally stopped. Damn, you guys didn't see that. Let me rewind it real quick. This is Obama's limo getting stuck. You guys,
really?
Yeah, check this out.
I didn't hear about this.
All right, here we go. First car makes it up a little hill. Obama's limo comes through. Gets totally stuck.
Wow, that's a big deal.
The driver's getting out now. He's looking at it. He's like, "What's going on? I don't know, sir." All these people. Like, this is at a spot where all these people are watching and taking pictures. And... Wow.
That sucks.
Obama's limo gets stuck exiting the U.S. Embassy in Ireland on his way to his speech in Dublin. Secret Service agents hid the car from public view while they freed the car's tires. So, yeah, the agents block the car so nobody could see it, and then they free it. All right, let me fast forward it. There's Obama. No, he's probably
just bumped it.
Right? That's him.
Anyway, they didn't go that way. They went another way. That's pretty awesome that happened.
Yeah, well, his limo is. I heard it weighs like 3 times more than a normal limo because of all the stuff they add to it. It's out there, like some of the plans.
Oh, really?
How they fortify. Yeah, there's companies that make like cars that look usually like Lincolns and Crown Victorias and limos and stuff like that. What they do is they take the entire thing completely apart, disassemble it in every which way, and then they fortify it. But when they put it back together, you wouldn't know any different. I mean, they put like super thick steel in all the doors and all sorts of stuff. They change out the glass to be bulletproof, of course, obviously, and all sorts of other things and tricks and different things that the car can do, like better like locks and all sorts of stuff.
Wow.
But they purposely make sure it meticulously looks identical to the standard, just the standard model of that they were originally working with.
Really?
Yep. So and then because of all the add-ons, I mean, I heard it weighs like 3 times as much.
I can imagine.
Yeah. And it is not a normal limo in any way.
It didn't sound like it when it hit that. It was solid.
Yeah. That thing could take bombs. Really, I mean, you can't just blow up the president's limo. That's all a bunch of fiction crap,
Right.
It wouldn't even lift off the ground. It would still be there. It would just be a different color, maybe, like a cartoon.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
They should get them like a sports car like that too. That would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that limo is dorky looking. All right. Let's do what do you like.
That's our political commentary for you guys. Obama's limo sucks.
Know what I like? You want to know what I like?
What?
I like space. I'm not claustrophobic, but I like space. Not outer space. I like having space. I don't like to be in closed-in areas, behind computers for extended periods of time. I love to be outside and have like openness in front of me. That's why I want to get a convertible. I like driving, but one thing I don't like about being in a car is just always being confined and you can't really get out. With a convertible, you have like nature around you. I like that, and I like space and being able to get space. I think it helps me think better if I have a lot of space around and not cramped in and get all, that feeling. I like space.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you would not like New York City, I'll tell you that much. Because one of the weird things about New York City, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one weird thing is a lot of restaurants, especially in Manhattan, of course, it is not very it's common to sit almost shoulder to shoulder with people. I mean, very common.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't get much space there. It's a little claustrophobic. I'm not claustrophobic completely. I'm like somewhat there, you know. Like if I feel like I can't break free, that I start to freak out a little bit.
Right.
Like if I'm between two people in a car and it's a little small, the car, I start to kind of panic a little bit.
Really?
I can keep myself sane, but I just start getting really uneasy. I start kind of my mind starts racing. I start getting a little uncomfortable. But or like an airplane seat.
I was thinking when you were saying that, I just get irritable, like pissed off. That's what I get.
If the air starts getting really thick and like it's rebreathed like 50 times, and I start feel like you have to start breathing a little more, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that really adds to it. But the worst for me, in my claustrophobia, the worst is those. You ever see those like cave movies where like somebody's like going like kind of scooting in like a little tiny crevice and they get stuck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just my complete total nightmare.
Really?
Oh, there's nothing scares me more than that. Just like kind of try to scoot through like a really small place underground, like where nobody can ever get to you, and you're just scooting and they get stuck, and you're like, I can't back out, I can't go forward, can't go. What are you just gonna do? Just die and starve to death? That's the most horrible thing ever.
I know that it is.
What could be worse than getting stuck and starving to death?
I know, man. I know.
Even drowning, at least it doesn't last long.
Did you see 127 Days? Did you see that movie?
I didn't get to see that yet. It's on my list.
Check it out.
It's on that. Yeah.
I think it's pretty much your worst nightmare come true.
What was it? Descent. I saw Descent, and there's a scene in Descent where I think that's the one, Descent, where it's a bunch of chicks who go like they go caving.
Right.
It's great. A bunch of hot chicks decide to go caving. Yeah, that's okay. That has to be a movie, okay? Because that's realistic. You mean they're not going to go shopping? They're gonna go into okay. Well, they go caving and there's like a really tight tight corner and tight like little thing they have to go through. Oh, man. One of them gets stuck and panics, and I just like freak out.
You can't watch that. You can't watch that.
I mean, I can see the craziest gore and whole horror movies, and I don't even blink an eye. But that, I was just rolling around.
It just makes you really uncomfortable, or pain. You feel pain.
I literally feel uncomfortable myself. I have to like stretch my arms out, like I am not stuck here.
Wow, that's cool.
Reassure myself. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's my own little thing.
Nice. All right. Well, now I know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that against you in some.
Of course. You could pin me against something.
All right. What do you like?
I like this article. This is really awesome. It's supposedly, I like old stuff. You don't like that stuff, but this is cool. There was an article that came out just recently that they use some kind of new technology, some kind of new radar thing, right? It's some kind of like radar, sonar. I don't know. They use infrared something. I don't know, from the satellites, and they got satellite imagery where they rediscovered 17 lost pyramids.
What?
I shouldn't say rediscovered. They discovered 17 pyramids that they've never been discovered and haven't dug up yet. And absolutely. And what a little thing that's not known, if you have a basic understanding of Egypt, a lot of people don't know this, but there's actually thousands upon thousands of tombs that are out there. Just little ones though. Where like, if you're like kind of a big shot in your town, and you were not the pharaoh, but I mean you were like a little bit like
president of the Rotary Club or something like that.
Yeah, I guess so. And you had some prestige in your life, like you would have I guess if you're like the little mayor of your town or something, then you'd get your own little you can, if you achieved enough in your life, you can actually have your own tomb, and it's not too big. I mean, it's like maybe a few rooms. But it's a tomb, and there are these guys that are buried all over the place. There's and they're saying that there's up to 3,000 or something.
1,000 tombs and 3,000 ancient settlements.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
But what are these lost pyramids? They were underground, you mean?
Yeah. Well, the sands buried them over time.
Right.
Yeah, because all the sand is blown around and everything, and it just covers up a lot of these pyramids. Some pyramids were discovered by just people walking through the desert and tripping over a rock. Like, what the hell is this? And it's the top of a pyramid.
Really?
Yeah. There's all sorts of stuff there's a lot of stories of like things that happen. One guy, I think he was walking and he tripped over a tiny hole And he looked down and just sand just poured into it, and I was like, "What the hell?" And he digs a little bit, and he realizes there's just this hole that just keeps taking sand and it just goes nowhere. And then he tells people and tells people, and people tell people, and the next thing you know, somebody excavates and goes, "Oh look, it's a tomb." Things like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I think it's cool as hell.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. So who knows? There's probably going to be. Oh, and there's going to be supposedly this on the BBC. There's going to be a whole. It's called Egypt's Lost Cities, and there's going to be some kind of special on this. And they've uncovered like roadways and little settlements and towns and things that they never even knew were around. And they have like even a road map and everything. And there's satellite images of what it looks like and everything. It's pretty cool.
Wow, that's badass, man. I like that.
That's cool. Even you like that. Woohoo.
Yes. I'm a big fan of pyramids. No, I'm not. All right. What do I don't like? Know what I don't like?
What?
I don't like waiting. And I've probably mentioned this before just in different stories I tell, but today it really hit me that I'm sitting around thinking of what I don't like. I just don't like waiting. I don't like waiting for things. I don't like waiting in line. I don't like waiting at red lights. I don't like waiting when I'm trying to get from A to B and you put a barrier in front of me. It pisses me off almost as much as sitting squashed into an airplane like you were talking about.
Oh, come on. That can't be as bad as that.
It is as bad as that. I hate waiting. I don't order stuff online because you got to wait. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a good quality because I get more things done by not liking to wait. If I enjoyed waiting, I think I'd be more of a procrastinator.
It's not waiting. When you order stuff online, it's not waiting. You know what it is? This is what's nice about it. You got to think ahead. Because you know what? Every time you order something online and you just forget, you just order, click, oh, I want this, click, 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 and then just put it out of your mind. Just don't even think about it, right? And then if you could do that, right? You wait, and then you're not waiting. You're just doing your own thing. And then all of a sudden, it's like Christmas every time you open that box. And you just don't know what it is.
No. Maybe if I order 20 things online a day, but training myself to forget something so I can be surprised by it is ridiculous to me.
Happens to me all the time. I don't know why. I don't think I order stuff a lot, and I order a lot of things online because I just don't want to go to the store and go buy it because I don't want to get in the car, drive, go to the store, walk around, and be sorely disappointed by either a price or the quantity, like zero. How about that? You walk in and you go, it's supposed to be here. Or you find the thing that you want and it just sucks. You're like, oh, my choices of grill covers is this and that? Are you kidding me? I got to either get the one that's going to cover a pool or I got to get one that's made of paper and I got to put that on my grill. Are you kidding me? You know, something like that. I just say, I'd rather click 3 times online and then just shrug it off and move on, and then suddenly it magically appears. That's what I like. Open it up.
I'll tell you, man. It sounds good. I mean, it's good theory. I'll try it. I'll try it, but I don't know if it's going to work. But,
well, also the best part about ordering stuff online to me is also the price and the selection and the reviews. You know, if you order if you order a router online on Amazon and you see it's got kick butt reviews, then you know you're gonna get something nice. But if you go to the Best Buy,
I'm all about reviews. Don't get me wrong. I love reviews. I don't buy anything without looking at reviews. I mean, some things, but my electronics and stuff, I don't not look at reviews. I just don't buy it online. I read the reviews online. I just don't buy it online. I find out who sells it and I go buy it, and I know it's a good product because I read the reviews. I love reviews. I'm a big fan.
I don't want to wait online and go to the store and drive.
Then you have it at the end of the day. Like when you come home, you could play with it.
I guess maybe I don't want it that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. You know what? I guess in my mind, the pain and suffering of going out to find it weighs more than the joy of having it immediately. I'd rather wait so I don't have to put myself through the actual pain and suffering of going online and looking at some snotty clerk go, is that all? Would you like to sign up for our free? No, I don't want to sign up for your thing.
I got you. I'm tracking with you.
I don't want that. I'll walk that up and down the aisles looking for it and have some clerk that's pretend like he knows something and
right. That is it's true. It's part of the experience. If you hate that, then
hate all that. I just want to. I want to, I don't know, maybe it's I just hate shopping, but as soon as even like Best Buy, I walk in there and I already want to be out. I mean, literally, I'm 3 steps past the front door and I'm just go, how the hell do I get out of here? I gotta get out of here quickly.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not a browser, I guess. I
Yeah.
just want to get the hell out. You know what I want to be? I want to, you know what? I guess I spend so much time indoors at work. I want to be outdoors.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? That's part of it, I guess.
I can see where you're going. That's very different from my experiences and viewpoint. It's just I like looking at all the new stuff at Best Buy and walking
Yeah, I
around.
know.
It's completely opposite of what you like to do, I guess.
You know what? I feel like if I walk around and look at everything, I look at it and then I go back and like 7 months later and it's just the same stuff.
It actually is a lot of times. It
You know?
actually is a lot of times, especially with laptops. Now, the technology in laptops is just going. I don't see anything innovative. I'll tell you that.
Well, I think the only cool thing I saw in laptops different was that was it the something I'm trying DV7 it is DV7T. I think it was the DV7T with the actually it was the rapper. Which rapper was it? Ice-T? No, it wasn't that one. It
Dr.
was
Dre.
one of them. Dr. Dre.
The Beats
Put out-
machines. The Beats? Dr. Beats?
Yeah, because it had a cool like stereo speakers
Yeah.
built into a 17-inch laptop. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that's kind of sad that that's a laptop with good speakers
I know.
is like whoa,
I know.
That's kinda
Well, it's those laptops do have good speakers, but they actually make Beats machines. Like an HP makes a Beats machine. It's the closest thing to a Mac laptop I've seen from a PC, and it's pretty slick looking. I actually considered it, but it's just way overpriced. Way overpriced. But it's solid. It's made out of metal. It's pretty cool.
Oh.
There was a 13-inch. It basically was a MacBook, to be honest.
Oh,
But
see no more than I do.
yeah.
Thought I knew.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I go around and I browse. So, what don't you like?
Oh, you know what I hate? Just quick. I hate thumbnail-sized pics of hot chicks all over the internet as link bait. That just annoys me. Needs to stop.
Like, give me an example.
Like on Facebook and all over the place. It's just these little link bait, little tiny little all that link bait pictures. I hate it. Just
You mean like the
pisses me off.
dating sites or Find a Friend? Those ads?
Who just add like see who's searching for you, and there's just this hot chick,
Right.
and it's like, oh yeah, she's really looking for me, and she just can't find me.
I hate that too. I'm with
That
you.
annoys the crap out of me. And you know what I really hate about link bait is whenever you click on it, you're always disappointed. I saw one because it actually I get drawn to things that annoy the crap out of me, and I obsess about them, so I have to click on them. I look at it and go, oh, this is one of those link baits. I'm like, oh, it is. I have to. It's like a weird OCD moment. Sometimes I get myself into. I click on it. I know it's going to lead me to something that's disappointing, and I click on it anyway because I want to be disappointed, so I can justify it in my mind that this
Right.
truly is what it is. I want to
Right.
I want to check it off in my mind that it truly is it. So I end the mystery by clicking on it and going, look, exactly, that is completely disappointing, and then get out of it.
Dude, I don't want to get on any of your machines. You probably get so much malware from following that obsession.
No. I know what an infected machine looks like.
That's awesome. I'm with you on that.
So yeah,
That I can agree on.
thumbnail link bait. There's websites that are just basically just thumbnails of just link bait. It's just all just thumbnails of link bait, and it's link bait articles too. It's like, and it's usually hot chick things. Always hot chick things. I mean, usually I'd say 80% of it.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's this like overly photoshopped like picture. You ever see the one with the dog? It's got like a human face, and it's a really good Photoshop, and it looks like this bizarre like human/dog
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
thing.
Yeah.
with the human, and it's a bunch of puppies that have almost the same face. It's like, oh, see this, it's
Right.
wow.
Anything like that junks up the internet, it really peeves me. The crappy content sites that are just scraped off somebody else's site, piss me off to no end. It's completely unoriginal. It was taught by some quote guru who says this is how you do marketing on the internet, so people are just doing it like crazy because they think they're going to get actual good traffic from it. Just bogus. I tell you, the best success I've had on the internet is the stuff I've done on Podnutz because it's content and it's real.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no shortcut like that I see that's workable. Why even do it? Add something of value add something of value. And if everybody does that, dude, can you imagine how much
Oh, yeah.
awesomer the internet would be.
You know what? I hate people that are always looking for the secret or the trick. Like they're never willing to actually just sit down and work.
Yeah.
Like they look at it like a yard full of leaves, right? And they just have to sit there for 3 hours trying to analyze the way to get all the leaves up and out and into bags without actually lifting a finger.
It's true, man.
And they'll sit there for days and months
Yeah.
just waiting for like this innovative trick to get it all done. Like they're thinking of fire, they're thinking of machines, they're thinking of everything but actually just getting out there with a freaking rake and just raking into a pile and jamming it into a bag. You know?
Yeah, it's a
That
good
annoys the crap
analogy.
out of me.
It's a good analogy. It really is. You know what also is really important when you're thinking about trying to make money on sites and stuff, and it's really simple. It actually, if you break it down, it's really simple. Is find out what people want and give it to them. That's it's so simple that it's not even funny. If you find out what people want and give it to them, they'll pay for it. And a lot of these sites, they just don't give people what they want. They lead people to what they don't want, piss them off, and then nothing ever happens. It's like, just give them what they want. Give people what they want. It's actually not that hard. And that is like, supply and demand and all that stuff. It just falls right into that. But that's a major marketing tip. I mean, it's simple.
That or write the book, the article, or the website that you want to read or that you want to find. That you want to read, you know what I mean?
Well, that's almost like doing a survey of what people want, basing it off yourself. But the problem, that wouldn't work, though, if you were so odd that nobody can relate to you and enjoy anything that you like.
Yeah.
That's the only way that what you're saying wouldn't work. But chances are that if you like something, lots of other people do, and if you do it well, I'm with you on that, too. I agree with that.
Because I could fall into that trap occasionally. I know that. I could make something that just the entire world would just head scratch. That'd be a good website. There you go. Somebody out there, you can steal this.
Head scratcher.
You know what? It's just a website called Head Scratch, and it's just things that make you scratch your head because you look at it and you go, "What?" or "Why?" And then that's it.
Let's see if that's taken.
Head Scratch.
Headscratch.com. Let's see. Got GoDaddy now. I hate saying I'm at GoDaddy. It's already taken. But what about Head Scratcher? CHER. Oh, I spelled it wrong. It's available. Spelled wrong.
Head Scratchers is taken, I think. Yeah, that's taken.
Head Scratcher?
Head Scratchers. It's critical thinking workshops.
All right.
Oh well, somebody out there do it. Free.
Somebody do it.
Free idea.
All right. Let's end this off, Steve. Where can people find you?
You can find me. Best way to find me is SMD Steve on Twitter. I haven't been tweeting much lately. Been a little busy, but I'll be getting back to it.
Okay, SMD Steve on Twitter. Now listen, I'm sorry, but when Liam left, I switched your picture with him, and I just realized now that his name has been showing up every time I show you about halfway through the show. That's happened. So don't follow that site for Steve. Go to at SMD Steve on Twitter, right?
Yes.
All right. And like I said, go to howtopodcast.biz. Put your name and email address in there, and I'll send you more information when that becomes available if you want to know how to podcast more. And that's going to be it for Nutz at Night. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.